एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू द नेक्स्ट सेशन ऑफ पेपर 20C जहाँ पे हम लोग मॉड्यूल वाइज डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. एंड सॉरी फॉर द डिले अपलोडिंग ऑफ द वीडियो बिकॉज ऑफ सम रीजन आई वोंट बी एबल टू upload videos regularly, but I will assure you that I will complete the entire session of paper 20C in upcoming few days. So in today's topic we are going to discuss identification of gaps in product and services. So first let's start with this. Now we need to identify the unmet needs and inefficiencies, which is a core responsibility for entrepreneur, requiring research for marketing, finance, and human behavior perspectives, right? So we need to identify that gap. Now, what are the key aspects of such gap identifications? First is understand the size and characteristics of the target market and customer. Second is track consumer trend, emerging segment, and geographic shift in that demand. So these are the aspects of the gap identification. So we need to identify the gap. So what are the steps that we are in need to focus? First is understand the size and characteristics of the target market. Second is track customer trend, emerging segment, and geographic shift in such a demand. Third is benchmark competitors' pricing, product delivery, online presence, and service features. Fourth is assess online opportunities and channel effectiveness, including search visibility and digital listenings. Next is evaluate the uniqueness of offerings, pricing objections, value propositions, and methods of customer problem solving. So these are the aspects of gap identification. These are the aspect of gap identification. And the last one is gather direct feedback. So direct feedback from customers and use content marketing, search engine optimization. So these are also important for such gap identifications and meet such gap, right? Now, what are the indicative questions? What are the indicative questions? First question is who are our target customers? Who are our target customers and what are their evolving needs? So you can, you know, expect kind of questions in MCQs as well, so that in MCQ they can give this phrase and you need to identify for which point of view they are asking this kind of questions. So we need to tick on gap identifications. Second is how do our offerings and pricing compare to competitors? Third is are the new technologies or geographic shifts opening unmet needs? And the last one is what marketing and digital strategies can help us and reach untapped segments. These are the indicative questions. These are the indicative questions, right? So we need to highlight the indicative questions as well. So these are the indicative questions. Now, what are the gap model of service quality? What are the gap model of service quality? First is the gap model helps the entrepreneurs diagnose why service delivery fails to match customer expectations by highlighting 5 common gaps. So we need to highlight 5 common gaps. Let's read one by one. No need to retain this kind of theories, just understand the facts and you can write in your own sentences as well. So first is gap area. What I did is that I did a tabular format. In a tabular format, I explain each and everything. So this is the gap area, this is the descriptions, and this is the key focus. The first is management perception versus customer expectations. So difference between the actual customer needs and what management believes customer expects. So we need to identify such kind of a gap. So what are the management perception and what are the customer expectations? So we need to identify such gaps. Now, what are the focus? The focus area should be market research, feedback, etc. Second is management perception versus service quality specs. Now, discrepancies between what management think is quality and specified services standards like SOPs, clear goals, and communications. Third one is service quality specs versus service delivery. Now we need to gap between the prescribed standards and what is actually delivered. So what is the prescribed standard and what is actually we are going to deliver to our customers? We need to identify such kind of gap as well, like training, hiring, auditing. These are the key focus area in such kind of gaps mitigating factors. Next is service delivery versus external communications. So inconsistency between promotional claims and actual experience. So we need to identify such kind of gap like honest advertising, reviews, etc. Next is expected service versus experience service. Now, what are the difference between the customer expectations and perceptions after service is delivered, like managing and expectations? These are the key focus area of such kind of a gap identification tool. Okay, so let's repeat these things once on again. Management perception versus customer expectations, management perception versus service quality, specs, management service quality specs versus service delivery, and service delivery versus external communications, and expected service versus experience services. Okay. Next topic is resource management at optimized cost. Now, how we can manage our resources at an optimized level. So let's understand this also. Now, resource management ensure efficient organizations and use of capital, labor, technology, and other assets for sustainable competitive advantage. Now, what are the principles of such resource management? First is alignment of cost to strategy. The first point is alignment of cost to strategy, in which we need to analyze the cost holistically to prioritize good cost that add value and eliminate waste. So we need to prioritize the good cost and eliminate the waste. That is alignment of cost to strategy. Second is objective orientation. Employee cost strategy grounded in innovation and relevant technology. Next is cost optimization. Support business transformation by streamlining operations and maximizing resource efficiency. So these are the principles: alignment of cost to strategy, objective orientation, and cost optimization. Now, next is types and benefits. What are the types and benefits are available in resource management? That is, first one is strategic resource management. The maximize the high demand resources. We need to maximize the high demand resources, obvious but. Next is meeting project deadlines, prevents delay from resource shortages. Next is future proofing, allow plannings for upskilling or replacing outdated resources. Next is transparency, enhance collaboration and access to resource across teams. Next is resource management life cycle. Now, what do you mean by resource management life cycle? Now, resource planning, estimating and scheduling all materials, labor, and assets required for project execution. Resource scheduling, aligning resource availability with project needs and deadlines. Next is resource allocation, assigning the right resources to the right task or the right time. Next one is resource utilization, monitoring use to prevent waste and adjust the plan as needed for efficiency. Now, last one is techniques. So, what are the techniques? First is forecasting, estimate and plan for required resources. Second is leveling, assign tasks based on team skills and capacity. Third is utilization tracking, reallocate underused resources for optimal productivity. Fourth is use of management software, centralize resource planning and scheduling for greater efficiency. So these are the techniques which are used for resource allocations. First one is forecasting, that is estimate and plan for required resources. Second is leveling, assigning tasks based on team skills and capacity. Third is utilization tracking and reallocate underused resource for optimal productivity. Use of management software, centralized resource planning and scheduling for greater efficiency. In continue of our previous video, in this video, we are going to discuss the next module, that is capital structuring. And don't worry, we will complete the entire paper 20C in the same way. Because of some reason, I won't be able to upload the videos. So sorry for that. Let's start this session as well. That is all about capital structuring. Okay, capital structuring. The capital structure is a mix of debt and equity used to finance a business. Now, equity is a permanent source offering financial flexibility, while debt is finite with a fixed maturity and cash outflow obligations. I hope it will helpful and easily understandable and easy to learn as well, because these are the topics that we are already uh, here here and there, and already we are uh, used to with these kind of terminologies in our SFM paper, SCM paper, and also our daily life. Now, what are the factors that are influencing capital structuring? Company life cycle. As companies grow, their risk decreases and capacity to take on debt increases. Obvious reason. Cost of capital. Balancing the tax benefit and lower cost of debt against the risk and financial distress cost associated with the leverage. We already learn these things in our FM paper during our intermediate. Use of leverage. Now, management consider the practical factors when choosing leverage level, the portion of the debt capital and capital. Next is stakeholders interest. The decisions may maximize shareholder value but might not align with interest of other stakeholders like debt holders or employees. Now, entrepreneurs can choose their capital structure independently on basis of the firm size, operations, and maturity stage. Next is resource mobilizations. Resource mobilizations. Resource mobilization is a fundamental to entrepreneurship, involving gathering and linking various type of capital to exploit business opportunities profitability. Entrepreneurs combine financial, human, social, and other assets to establish and grow their ventures. Now, what are the type of capitals that is include? The type of capital include intellectual capital like ideas and technologies, human capital like skills, knowledge, financial capital like revenue, debt, equity, network capital like relationship, cultural capital like mindset, behaviors, physical capital like infrastructure, institutional capital like laws, markets. Entrepreneur act as the central actors who accumulate and connect these resources systematically for business development. So entrepreneurs are the central actors who accumulate and connect these kind of resources systematically for a business development. Next is management. So these are the self-explanatory in nature. Once you have completed these sessions with me, just read these things twice or thrice, and you can easily write in your own exams. I made these notes in such a way that you can easily connect and easily understood this kind of a term and terminologies, which helpful to retain for a longer period of time, right? Next is management. Now, what do you mean by management? Next, the effective management require understanding productions, accounting, marketing, and operational aspects. Entrepreneurs make critical decisions on unit size and capacity, machinery and technical know-how, staff and training requirements, quality control and after-sales service, maintenance and asset depreciation, raw materials and supply chain. Location assessment is vital. Location assessment is vital considering infrastructure and capital cost, transport and communication expenses, labor costs like skilled and unskilled, and utilities like water, gas, fuel, etc. So with this, we are complete this module as well. That is capital structure, resource mobilizations management. Okay. And I hope it will be very easy and very helpful for all of you. Once you have completed the entire series with me, you will be get an overall idea about paper 20C. And also you can write the exams with easy way and by understanding these terminologies. Do not try to mug up or kind of retain this kind of things, because these are very general terms and these are very, you know, day-to-day terms that we are going to face in our real life as well. And if you are undergone the practical trainings, you will easily relate these kind of terminologies in your day-to-day training period as well. With this, I am signing off today's sessions. I hope you all like these videos and this kind of videos. And please, please, please do comment your feedbacks, your any kind of a suggestions or any kind of a thought regarding this session, so that I can build this kind of series and videos in our future classes as well. With this, I am signing off. God bless you all and all the best for your exams as well. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.